You are dating a woman and are unsure about continuing to invest your time in her or not. Or perhaps, you are in the early stages of getting to know someone but want to safeguard against possible pitfalls. In this video, I will present 5 signs that are true red flags, indicating that it might not be the best choice to invest in a woman. So, join me. Many men believe that they can only understand a woman's personality and character when they are involved in something more serious with her. With this mindset, investing in a woman becomes a somewhat blind game, as, to initiate a potential relationship, a man would have to pay to see and experience day-to-day life with her. The problem is that when you get into something serious, it's not so easy to get out. You have already publicly committed to your family and friends, started to emotionally engage with this woman. Yes, because the more physical intimacy you share with someone, the more chemically attached you become. Whether you like it or not, there's extra difficulty in detaching from a relationship when the woman is challenging. When you realize it, you might find yourself trapped in an unhealthy relationship simply because you let things happen on autopilot. This becomes even easier to happen when the woman is highly attractive because passion can blind. However, the point is it doesn't have to be this way. There are relatively easy to spot signs in the early stages of a conversation, and recognizing them can save you a lot of time, and in many cases, preserve your mental health and even your money. That being said, let's go through the 5 red flag signs when investing in a woman. First red flag, signs of emotional imbalance. Example, if you take a few hours to respond to this woman due to work, and it already causes an emotional impact on her, leading to a disproportionate reaction. She starts treating you differently, becomes colder, and plays emotional games, blaming you. An emotionally imbalanced woman can gradually make you emotionally unstable too. Imagine dealing daily with a roller coaster of emotions. Sooner or later, this strain starts to spill into other areas of your life, work, family, and other personal relationships. This interconnectedness between different life aspects highlights that problems are not neatly separated into specific areas. On the contrary, issues in one area often overflow into others. Financial problems can trigger relationship issues, just as work-related problems can affect the family sphere. Our life is like a large web, and therefore, getting involved with emotionally imbalanced people can generate problems that extend beyond the bounds of that relationship, affecting your entire life. One indication to perceive if the woman you are dating is emotionally imbalanced is to observe if her reactions are disproportionate to events. For example, if you promised to call her at 10 o'clock and ended up calling at 10:30, and she answers upset not because she was about to sleep but simply because you took a little longer, this could indicate emotional imbalance. If, when responding to her after a few hours due to being busy working, she already shows intense sadness or responds coldly, these are signs to be noted. Also, pay attention to subtler signs, such as constantly wanting to know your location, your activities, and demanding detailed reports, even when you are a man who appears to be honest and integral. A crucial sign is feeling like you always have to choose your words carefully when talking to her, as if you were constantly walking on eggshells during most dialogues. This can be a significant indicator. Second red flag, a clear sign that you should not invest in a woman is when she verbalizes one thing but her actions demonstrate another. For example, she claims she will stay home during the weekend, citing work or studies as reasons. However, you find out that she went out with friends somewhere else. This indicates a lack of congruence between her words and actions. Another example is when she says she values family, but you observe situations where she mistreats her parents or other relatives. An incongruent woman says things to please or align with your values, but her actions show the opposite. It is important to note that no one can hide a secret indefinitely, and eventually, these inconsistencies will become evident. An additional sign of incongruence is when she declares herself trustworthy and with nothing to hide but keeps hiding her phone, preventing you from touching it or seeing her social media and WhatsApp. Ignoring these signs can be risky because they are not simple slip-ups. Third red flag, a clear indication that you should not invest in a woman is when she clearly seeks attention from various men. This can be observed especially on social media but also in person. A woman who posts many photos exposing her body, seeking likes, comments, and interactions, does not present a good sign. This behavior is unlikely to change if she becomes involved seriously with someone, as she is already accustomed and, in some cases, addicted to this type of attention. A woman's social media can provide a lot of information about her values. By observing closely, you can perceive if she has an online bikini or lingerie store, for example, which makes sense for her profile. However, if there is no apparent reason to have a profile full of body-exposing photos, it may indicate that obtaining attention is a priority for her, revealing her values in that aspect. However, there are situations where this woman is not very active on social media, so this sign extends to face-to-face encounters, such as tête-à-tête or live meetings. Suppose you are going out with a woman to a club or another public place, even if you are just starting to go out and not officially in a relationship. In that case, a woman seeking male attention in these situations may give openings to other men, either by flirting with them or being receptive when they approach. This behavior is a clear sign that should never be underestimated, representing a lack of respect that a man of value should not tolerate. By the way, it is worth noting that when I mention body exposure on social media, I am not referring to situations where the woman shares bikini photos at the beach, for example, capturing enjoyable moments with family or friends. I am talking about cases where there is an excess of body exposure, with an excessive focus on this area. The fourth red flag indicating that you should not invest in a woman is how she mistreats the waiter. It is important to note that this example is not necessarily specific to the waiter, but I chose this professional to symbolize a group of people she does not necessarily need to please because they do not have a significant impact on her life. It could be the waiter, doorman, gardener, cook, or anyone providing services to her. The way she treats these people reveals a lot about her view of other human beings. Does she see these people as humans with the same value as her, or is there clearly a sense of superiority? Observing this behavior is crucial, as it reveals not only about women but about people in general, including friends, partners, and colleagues. How she treats those in less privileged positions or providing services to her can be indicative of her character and empathy. This attitude can be a watershed moment when considering getting involved with someone, not only women but also partners, friends, and colleagues. The fifth red flag that indicates you should not invest in a woman is when she asks for things too early, such as a loan or help. Almost always, this is extremely negative, with one exception: if you have been in a serious relationship with this woman for a long time, and she is an honorable person seeking to be a partner. In this specific case, if she asks for your help after a relationship has been established, it may be something to consider. However, if you have been in a relationship for a short time and she makes this kind of premature request, this is a big red flag. It is crucial not to ignore these 5 signs. Often, men, even knowing that they may be dealing with a woman who may not be worth it, end up ignoring these signs because they are completely in love and attached. A man of value and honor must be emotionally mature. If you do not work on your emotional development, you may end up relating to immature women because, as the saying goes, like attracts like. Knowing these red flags, you are better prepared to evaluate women and invest in those who truly add value to your life. If this video and content were helpful to you and brought value, please leave your like here so I know. Your like is very important to me, as well as your subscription. I'm starting the channel now, and you won't just be another subscriber, you will be the subscriber. So, share with your friends and give me that boost so I can bring more content. A strong hug and see you soon.